Hello, my name is Melissa Jones, and I am an associate professor in the Department of Special Education. I am pleased to have this opportunity to discuss my research interests, as well as some of my recent findings, and the potential impact on the field. As you will soon discover, my research agenda is broad, possibly due to the diverse populations we serve under the umbrella of special education. Or perhaps this may be the case because of the many facets of the profession. One of the areas in which I am most interested is the use of effective teaching and management practices for children and young adults with exceptional learning and behavioral needs. In particular, I have investigated the use of those practices which are considered evidence-based or scientifically validated, which simply put means that they have been proven to significantly and positively impact student learning across settings and studies. One in-depth study I completed involved mixed methodologies and multiple measures to examine how special educators early in their teaching careers felt about, were knowledgeable of, and incorporate research into their daily professional lives. Findings resulted in the confirmation of a research to practice gap and the fact that many novice teachers' views regarding the importance of research did not truly align with their actions in the classroom. Furthermore, a lack of accessibility to practices which are considered validated served to be a significant deterrent to their use. Neither the school culture nor self-reported teaching efficacy seem to impact the use of evidence-based practices. However, teacher preparation, professional organization involvement, and continuing education and professional development did appear to be linked to the teacher's use of practices proven to be effective for students diagnosed with high-incidence disabilities. Another area of interest is the impact our pre-service candidates in teacher preparation programs have on P-12 students in the schools where field experiences occur. If we cannot assure in-service teachers, administrators, parents, and the public in general that there are benefits which result from welcoming those learning to teach, then it is difficult to justify the rationale for them to do so. In addition, without proof of results, it almost seems unethical to continue to allow pre-teachers to practice learning their craft when student learning could possibly be compromised. Results from 2 studies my colleagues and I conducted in this area, however, support the idea that there is a positive and significant impact on not only children's learning, but possibly more importantly, the potential for ongoing impact as pre-service teachers bring enthusiasm, new ideas, and the latest methods into special education settings and classrooms, which over time may have become less than optimal in terms of effectiveness. By examining pre- and post-test results of IEPs, individualized education plans, triangulated with responses of cooperating teachers and administrators, findings definitely support this conclusion. In special education, a continuum of service delivery options is mandated by the law. Historically, with the inception of Public Law 94-142 in 1975, children with disabilities received specialized services in segregated settings. Recently, though, more inclusive ways of providing special services to individuals with special needs have begun to be utilized. One of those approaches is referred to as co-teaching, wherein 2 or more professionals work together to plan and present instruction, as well as evaluate student learning. For instance, a general educator and a special educator might work collaboratively in a math class, which includes children with and without disabilities. They designate specific roles and continually employ their joint expertise to best meet the needs of all students in the room. One study I completed, which investigated stakeholders' views of the service delivery approach, found that parents and students, as well as general and special educators, view co-teaching as effective in terms of increased student understanding and improvements in classroom behavior. Time, administrative support factors, and the need for ongoing professional development were all identified as issues which prevent co-teaching arrangements from having even more significant benefits. Finally, I have recently begun working on a few additional projects that I hope to continue investigating in the upcoming semesters. For instance, we are seeking to ascertain some descriptive information regarding local schools' implementation of the Response to Intervention Framework, more commonly known as RTI, including faculty, administrative understanding, and application of the model. Additionally, I continue to be interested in how well general educators are prepared to serve students with special needs in inclusive settings. Preliminary findings have indicated that information, expertise, and opportunities for conversations and questions with experts increase teacher confidence and skill. Furthermore, I hope to more closely study the population of individuals in post-secondary programs, specifically those planning to enter the teaching field, who themselves progress through their early education with a special education label. Lastly, I would like to try to better understand and address how rural schools deal with special education programs and services, as the issues and concerns they face are often unique and ignored. Overall, I feel research is a valuable tool and when used appropriately can result in improved services for students with disabilities. As a faculty member, conducting, translating, and sharing research are important parts of my job, which make it challenging yet very rewarding. Thank you.